Yo, Sanjay Uche here, people, bringing you my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 107. So, of course, as per usual, before we get into it, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you thought about the episode and its review once you're done getting through it. So, coming off the episode, I must say, I think I actually loved the episode. Like, I don't say that a lot regarding the episodes in the Tournament of Power because overall the entire tournament's been pretty okay plus at best, really and truly. But I think the structure of this episode and its pacing and the content we got, I definitely think it leads me to say, hey, I definitely love the episode. So of course, this episode revolved around Frost and his, as the title implies, Revenge F, his plot to essentially but it was kind of impromptu in terms of his plan to basically get rid of Master Roshi and Vegeta from Universe 7. As we see in the episode through flashback that he actually told Champa that he had a plan to essentially go up against Universe 7 to basically make up for his misdeeds in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. Really and truly, and that's really and truly what the plot of this episode revolves around, with a little extras here and there. Interesting extras. So of course, we start off the episode. We essentially have the Daishinkan, the Great Priest, Grand Priest, essentially doing a recap. Basically an update for us, the viewers, of how much and how many warriors are essentially left for each universe. I thought that was cool. Some pretty interesting shots there in terms of the silhouettes, and that was pretty cool to see. Even though it definitely felt like they were just stalling for time throughout the episode, but overall it didn't really take up too much time in the episode, so I think the pacing for what it was worth was definitely good. Now we eventually move on to universe universe 11, and if you see in the intro, like it was ridiculous. So the universe, what, 3, Kai essentially mentions, hey, they want to kind of make use of their numbers because I believe they have 7 members left. So they send Majikayo into Universe 11 because they want to find out about Jiren, and because he hasn't really done much this tournament, and that's that's to be expected that other universes would try to strategize, send in fighters to see what Jiren can do, force him to fight. That's good. So I like that. However, the thing is, we get a bit of dispo action against Majikayo. It was pretty cool to see, but Jiren is essentially One Punch Man. It's insane. Like no, it's crazy. It was cool to see that Jiren essentially hit Majikai out of the ring just with air pressure alone from his punch, not even, as the Supreme Kai of that universe pointed out, without even making physical contact, just the air pressure alone. So that was cool to see. I must say they really are building up Jiren for this 1 hour special that's coming up, and you can even see the reaction on Goku's face after this. Goku's like shit. No, I like that. That was pretty good. The bit of Universe 11 we got here was pretty good. And I think that definitely adds to the positives for this episode. Once we get multiple universes and see how they're doing against other universes, the tournament actually feels more like what's the word? Dang it. Yeah, it feels like a free for all essentially, like tournament of power. As you know, it's not really like a traditional style tournament. It's a battle royale. Yeah, that's the phrase I'm looking for. Yeah, it feels more like that, and I think that's one of the feeling. I mean, I've kind of gotten that through a few episodes in the tournament, like, but overall, not really, because we've really been focusing on Universe 7 versus him, Universe 6 versus such and such. So yeah, this episode definitely helps to make it feel more like a battle royale. Moving on. So definitely, we eventually get back to Master Roshi and Frost essentially making his move on Roshi, and I think that this is where my problem in the episode comes along, where even though the episode is well paced and it moves the plot along, but the moving on the plot basically comes with its own set of problems, which Super is known for, and that's the power scale. Now I know that Frost is holding back. There's no need. I know key control, all that jazz and blues. But for the instance that Roshi's even like, I wouldn't say overpowering, but I guess take Frost by surprise when he suddenly transforms in his max power form. I mean, it was kind of a little like off-putting. Like I'm saying, this shouldn't even be a problem. Like Frost was literally kind of sweating for a bit, so that was kind of took me out of the zone for the episode for a little bit there. So that was like one tidbit I didn't like from a power scale standpoint where the episode is concerned. And even Roshi, and the thing is, it's pretty ambiguous how much stronger Roshi's gotten since they claim he's been training all this time. So that's the thing. But even so, Roshi shouldn't be nowhere near Frost to tell you the truth. Like it's crazy. But yeah, so eventually Roshi tries the Makuba and he tries and fails to seal Frost, and it's through here that the plot, the title of the episode comes through because Frost essentially develops a plan to basically seal Vegeta off, like based on just witnessing the Makuba. So Roshi misses, he attacks Vegeta, draws Vegeta's attention essentially, and then makes use of his teammate Vegeta. And this is one of my favorite parts of the episode. Essentially, the teamwork between Vegeta and Frost is pretty good. The choreography here in the episode is pretty decent, and I must say, like throughout the entire episode, the art is pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie, and it's at this point that Frost essentially he acts like he's just like putting information out there in terms of how to get rid of Magetta. Like he throws a few hints, like not anything too detailed, but just to kind of bribe or basically trick Roshi into using the Mafuba again. And this is where my second problem with the episode comes is that Roshi does the Mafuba again, and France somehow redirects it. Tien points out that it's a reflection, which the only type of reflection where the Mafuba is concerned that I know of is the reverse Mafuba. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's what Frost did. He literally just grabbed the energy from Mafuba and redirected it. Now the thing is, I don't think it should work that way. So that's my only problem. I mean, if I'm wrong, you can comment, let me know. But that's where I stand on that. It was a bit iffy for me, honestly speaking, but it was still cool to see um genius planning on Frost, and that works wonders for the characterization in this episode, which is also spot on. They maintain Frost. He's still a businessman, a genius. He thinks on spot. I like that. The characterization in this episode definitely good. Um, of course, he succeeds in sealing Vegeta in an extra container that he noticed Roshi left for him. So there was that, and I like how Roshi puts in the work to actually correct his mistake and actually free Vegeta by the end of this. Of course, Vegeta comes out, goes Super Saiyan Blue out of rage, so it wasn't too too unnecessary. I guess it's incorrect with Vegeta just losing it at that point with all the bullshit that's going on, and he basically gets rid of Magetta. Um, because Magetta had his ears blocked, and he essentially just blasted off what was blocking Magetta's ears, insults him, gets him out of the ring. Frost, of course, escapes, unfortunately. But of course, that's to be expected since we still need to see what he's planning with Frieza in the upcoming episode next week. So there's that. Of course, the episode ends with Roshi's basically at his limits, so he basically falls off the ring himself, and he gets a sense of being, as well as more respect from Lord Beerus. So that was pretty cool, interesting dynamic between Beerus and his Universe 17 there. Um, all in all, I thought it was a pretty good episode, pretty solid entry in the Tournament of Power. Um, with just my minor complaints, well, probably I shouldn't say minor, but my complaints in terms of the power scale between Frost and Roshi and all of that. Yeah. So there's that. Um, of course, the animation was okay for the most part. I didn't really see too much of any problem with that. And like my final thoughts, I as I said, I love the episode. It was pretty entertaining. Nothing too world breaking. But yeah, so I think one of my favorite parts is with Jiren, and they played the same music that he played. They played the last time when he took out Kills. That was pretty cool as well, I suppose. But yeah, Sanjay Uchiha. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Is there anything I missed? Is there anything I'm over estimating or overpraising or underpraising? Let me know what you think, honestly speaking. So rate, comment, subscribe. Oh, and I did a video. Well, it's almost midnight here, so I guess whatever. I did a video earlier today, Saturday, on what if Goku Black was indeterminate of power. Be sure to check that out. I'll probably link that here. But Sanjay Uchiha, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.